Hello, everyone. We are finally here. I'm I'm Benedetta Trifiro, style consultant of BMEN Style Consultant. And I'm here again with our third edition of BMEN Talk with our 28th episode. I'm going to call our new guest, which you are going to love, and introduce him to you. Give me 1 second. It's been a while. Last episode was in June, so long time no see. Hi, Faris.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
All good, fine. How are you?
Good. Very, very excited to have you today here.
Thank you.
So let's say to people how we met, why we are here, and then we're going to start from there. I'm going to do a little introduction and then give you the word. So I'm Benedetta Trifiro, style consultant of BMEN Style Consultant, and I'm here today with Faris Azawi. He's being in the construction field since 27 years. He's the owner and founder of Projects One Project Management. He also has been in tech for a little while. He's going to tell you more about it, but he has also a great passion for cars. We met at PT Uomo last year and we got along right away. Faris, do you want to introduce yourself?
Well, that was good. That was like a good introduction. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah. We are both fans of fashion and PT Uomo. So we met at PT Uomo a few years ago. And yeah, I am basically I'm an engineer, and
Yes.
I've been working in construction for about 27, 28 years. Part of it construction, part of it interior design, part of it project management. So we do all these kind of construction related activities. And how we met from the passion of for
Fashion. Like, how did it go from construction to passion for cars and for fashion? Like, how this is all connected?
No, cars, it's even before construction. It was
Oh,
a
wow.
passion since childhood. Yeah, it was a passion from childhood. I started driving maybe, I don't know, 12 or 13 years old.
Holy cow, you know that.
Yeah. And actually, my first income or my first work activities was with cars during
Oh,
study. So when I was studying in college and we had to do some like small income to support
Faris, how come I
ourselves.
didn't know that?
Yeah, long story, all the stories. These are all stories.
So, what was your first encounter with the cars?
Yeah, so we love cars from childhood, and cars are icons. Like we grow up seeing cars in movies and in magazines. So we used to search for any new issue of magazines. There was no internet, so we try to find any new magazine. What's the
Yeah.
new cars? So we look into that, but we don't have the budget that time, of course, to do whatever we want to do.
Of
We have a
course.
small budget. We are still students. So with a friends, with two, three friends of mine, we start buying accident cars, or scratched cars or old cars.
And
And
restore
we
them.
restore them. Yeah, we restore them, we clean them, we polish them, we bring them into new, like almost like a new perfect condition. The
That was
process
amazing.
the process was lovely itself. We enjoyed the process. So to do things sometimes by our hands, sometimes what we cannot do, of course, like deep mechanical or painting stuff, we take it to workshops, and then we resell the car. So that was our
First
start
introduction to
My
this field?
first introduction to this field and first introduction to any kind of business. Like I never did any kind of business before except starting with cars while studying, of course,
Yeah,
because
of
we used to
course.
study in the morning, we finish the college, and then we go follow up with the workshops, or we go to the car showrooms to find buyers for the car.
So I had to say, when we met also in Dubai, right? And I discovered your beautiful collection of cars that you have, even right now.
Thank you.
Actually, it got even bigger. I was wondering about how men and this passion that mostly men has. With you, I kind of got into it and like what this means, like
Yeah,
I think it's deeper than what people think of. Like when you see a man that is in a big car, a beautiful car, we see like a lot of beautiful cars behind you. You always think about a man want to show off, right? But it's not
yeah,
about that. Like, what is it all about for you when you are inside of a car, and what do you feel?
yeah. Actually, we feel a lot with cars, not only when we are inside the car and not only when we own the car. We love cars, either we own it or we cannot own it, because the dream of, of driving, it starts from childhood. The feeling of getting your first driving license and then driving your first car, either somebody gives to you, a father or an uncle or a friend, because at the first time you can't even buy a car. That's mostly like the case for most of us. So that experience alone, it can't be repeated. Like it's the first experience, that car, the first drive you try it, it's unmatched experience. And then
So it's
you
more.
start, yeah, sorry, and then you start building like more passion, because you see these cars in movies, you see it in magazines, and you see your idols, either like a celebrity or somebody, and
Of
you start
course.
loving cars, and then you follow the process of the cars, like how the designers step by step reach to the best looking car or the best performing car. So it's then you start looking at it as really an art. It's like people love art, people like painting, they appreciate
Yeah.
painting. We appreciate cars because there is a lot of effort goes behind the scene by the producers, how to make the car. Maybe now it's more about amount of selling, how many cars they can sell. But before it wasn't like this. Most of the iconic brands came out from the racing culture.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think this feeling that you have with cars, it is connected with of the way of you love fashion, because they are very much alike, right? They are both two different forms of art. Do
Yeah,
you think you have the same feeling from fashion that you have it from the adrenaline that gives you a car?
yeah, it's very much same, because they're both represents of your look, of how you want to present yourself. So fashion, it's also part of your lifestyle and part of your look, part of how you want to present yourself, which complements your personality. So first, you need to build your personality, your body, and your fashion, so people can see you the way you want to present yourself. And cars as well. I feel we wear the cars, so we don't only like drive it, we wear it. It's like wearing a perfume, or it's like wearing a nice
It's
good looking suit. So
true.
it's also it's true, it's also even the color. Like some people like different color of cars, or different shape or different design of cars. People like some very muscular car. People like, no, I like all cars, but need to be like elegant, uh, present the well manner of a gentleman.
Yeah.
Even if it's a sport car, it doesn't have to be like a super sport, or a normal car, but it needs to present the personality of the gentleman, and
Actually, this is what, yeah, sorry.
and
And
fulfill his passion for, because like the experience of driving, and if you go a little bit fast, or that capability handling, it gives like a nice adrenaline push
yes.
of excitement.
I'm going to talk about our experience together in Dubai. But before, I want to highlight the fact that that is exactly why I wanted to have you here today. Because, as you said, like even the color of a car is kind of like having choosing the fabric of a blazer of a suit with a
Exactly.
tailor. So,
Exactly.
and what you have behind you, and we're gonna talk about them. They're all cars. They are custom made for each person by their preferences. So it's so much related to style. It is part of a lifestyle. And that is why I know that you don't want to talk too much about theoretical, but you want to go deep into the practical. So that is why we're going to show with you all the beauty that you have behind you.
There are many.
These are
It's like
contemporary cars.
it's like I'm in a candy, like a kid in a
A
candy
candy
shop.
shop. So we're gonna explore today with you contemporary cars, more recent models, more modern styles, and we're gonna have maybe another round with you talking about the vintage part. Do you want to introduce our
The
us to?
vintage part will be very important because the like it's vintage part now it's growing and growing because people appreciating so much the vintage part of cars now.
But we're gonna meet for that another time, right?
Yes, 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 yes,
So
yes, exactly.
do you want to introduce us to this
Yeah,
contemporary
we can.
world?
Let me show you some
Let's
things.
get in action,
Let me see if
people.
you.
I love this. I love this.
How can I? 1 second. Let me see if I.
So this is one of the cars. Look at this beauty.
This is a
This is
Ferrari F8. I don't know if you can enjoy and hear the sound.
a bit. Oh, it's moving, babies. Look at that. What model is this one?
This is a new one. This is 2023, I think.
But what style? Like
This
you
is
have yeah. That's badass, but not for the live.
no, this
Love
is an
it.
F8. It's an F8 Spider, and it's these are one of the like not the latest. 296 came after that, but
Mm-hmm.
this is one of the recent V8 mid-engine Ferraris. But
Mm-hmm.
these ones are all upgraded by a German company, Kevani, with a specific artwork design of
Okay.
carbon fiber.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, so it's a full of additional carbon fiber. So there's more aerodynamic and
Oh,
the engine being upgraded, the interior upgraded. So these are what
like a one of
like
a kind.
fashion, fashion manufacturers or fashion upgraders do for the car. Let me see if I'm not familiar if I can flip the.
You want to flip the
Oh yeah,
camera?
maybe yes.
Here you go.
Yeah, here maybe you can see better. Yeah, so this is another one from the same customizer
Okay.
from Germany. Also, they did. This is a 296. This is
296.
a yeah. That's a six-cylinder petrol engine
Okay.
by Ferrari. This is the latest Ferraris, and it has an electric engine as well. So this is both. This is a hybrid, like it's
No,
electric and petrol.
because
But it's a
all of them, like,
beautiful. It's very sleek. Both of
it
them.
is.
Both of them actually. Both a 296.
You do have a 488, right?
I have a 488. Yes, I have 488 eight-cylinder mid-engine. So
Which is
that I
very
love it because
classy.
it's very classy in a classy color and silver color with a tan interior. That's how we choose. See, it's a part of fashion. So some people like the black interior. I'm not a fan of a black interior at all. I like brown or tan color interior
I
because
agree.
you can feel the look of the leather, of the Italian leather, and the smell of that leather once you go into the car, like that's only enough, the smell of the leather in the car.
I know. I remember when we got inside, you told me, like, can you smell it?
Yeah, yeah, the
Can you
smell of
feel
the
it?
car. That's
So,
another 296. This is almost similar. No, this one is similar to my car color.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah, it is a grayish
yeah, that's an SF90.
finish. A what?
That's an SF90.
Okay. But like
That's a more
finish.
muscular Ferrari. Yeah.
What when you pick a car, what's the first thing that you're going to look at? Like, what do you decide first? What's the
Uh,
characteristic that you care the most when you pick a car?
well, every car we pick, like especially us car lovers or car enthusiasts, when you pick a car, it has to have some background in your mind, like you've been trying to get that car. You'll not buy any car. You always buy the thing like when you can buy, of course. At the beginning, we used to buy. I was young. I was 19 years old. I'll buy any car I can afford
Yeah, of course. But
because
there
when
is something.
all for me all cars beautiful. Like at the beginning, all cars are nice, which is until now. The beautiful car for me is the car that you can afford and you can enjoy, and it's your car. That's really the most important thing. But
Yeah.
then when you can afford, then of course you will go with the dream cars that you've been thinking of. So the Porsche was one of my like really dreams.
Do we have any
Before that,
here?
some types of small AMGs, like the Mercedes AMG. Ah, the Porsches?
Yes.
Yes, we have. Yeah, yeah, we have.
Oh, look at that. Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
a Yeah, this is a Targa. This is 2024, I think, Targa.
Love it. Oh, the Targa. Yeah, of course. Look
The
at
Targa,
the
which is
inside.
like it's a convertible, but half convertible. So only this gets open.
Yeah,
The
not the whole
old
thing.
classic one, you remove it by hand and store it in the trunk, and now it's electric,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
automatic. And this is a no, this is a Turbo S. This is one of the top performance Porsches.
Porsche. Wow, red interiors.
Yes.
So when you select your cars, um, well, you have beautiful cars, by the way, like all
Okay.
very classy, all very timeless. What do you feel when you get inside? Do you smell the fabric? I'm pretty sure you turn it on and see the engine, how it feels. Like as a man, what gives you more satisfaction in it?
Everyone is completely different
Different.
personalities than the other. Completely different. The Porsche, once you get into it, you hear the engine sound, you start it up, you smell the leather. It's really a completely different experience, different personality than the Ferrari, than the G Class, than the AMG CLS, for example. And the way they drive, like these designers are artists, like really artists. The designer, the mechanical engineers who did the aerodynamic, who did the suspension, the control. These are like really artists because they give to every car a different feel of drive. People cannot understand, like it's really different feel of
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
Like for example, this Porsche is a Turbo S. So
Yes.
this is based on speed. Like this is one of the top fastest Porsches available. Always, it's been always in all years, it's been always the top speed is the Turbo S. But the GT, which looks very similar, but it's a GT3 or GT2. That's based on a track performance. So it gives you more performance on a track, on turn, very curvy corners.
So everything has a different kind of
Different
purpose.
feel, different purpose, different feel when you drive it, different sound, completely different sound.
and
Uh,
and these are
that
kind of the characteristics that you consider when you get a
exactly,
car.
exactly. Besides the like, I can't get away also from the look because the look, it's I feel the look is very important because it represents the style. It's really,
Yeah, who you are
especially for
too.
me, which I love the beauty and fashion. it represents the style, how you want people to, which it's not so important, I know, but it's an image. It complements your style, complements your image. Same like suiting, same like colors, same like
I
the
agree.
color of the combination of your shirt and jacket and tie.
But show you your face so that we know like which car looks best on you. Flip the
Okay,
camera
let's go back.
again.
Let's go back to my. Well, I'm wearing a gray jacket today, no tie,
like
but
like now as you're
like
dressed
today,
today,
as I'm dressing today, I would
what
choose.
what car
I
would you
would
compliment with it?
I, I would choose a Rolls Royce Dawn.
Oh, nice, not bad.
I would choose a Rolls
Very
Royce
nice.
Dawn
But
with
you you
some
you do
beautiful,
you also do love the G.
white interior. Yeah, the G.
Beautiful,
I
yes.
love the G.
You do
G
also love the G wagon, right?
G wagons are amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. It's all. It has all, by the way.
And
It's a
I think they also reflect you a lot, you know, because they are timeless. It's one of the models that never got very much modified throughout the years.
the timeless about cars. This is also one of the very, very important thing about cars when we choose it, because now we are choosing the cars mostly like which are timeless or going to be timeless, because some cars age very well than others.
And which
So
one do
we
you
are
think are the more
many cars age very well. The G class ages very well, very well. Even old G class. I have now a 2005 G class,
I
which
saw that.
is
It's
a
beautiful.
very small production. It's a two doors. It's a short wheelbase.
Oh, the new
It's aging
one.
very well. The new one, yeah. And
Okay.
we have now also the two doors, the convertible one, which has been aging very well. This was a limited production done by Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped it in 2014. Ours is 2013. But they stopped the production on 2014. They produced only 200 of that model, the convertible ones, on 2014, and then they stopped. Now there is a talk that maybe they will start again, but that's very iconic car. So
Yeah, because as I read, it was born in 1970, the model, but it was the only car between the many that you have behind you that didn't really much changed. Like they did, as you said, like limited editions, but they didn't do like big modifications on it.
yeah, the G wagon is all controlled by or mostly controlled by the AMG company, which is a sister, like you can say, a sister company of Mercedes. So they keep the tradition, like even with the new latest ones, they keep the exact look and tradition of the basics of the G wagon, because the drivers of G wagon, they don't want any change. They don't want it to be so much soft, so much modern, so much that they
Exactly.
like the toughness. Yeah, they love the toughness of the car. They like how heavy the door. They like when the door are heavy, the engine is sounding like really strong. So that's important, which is nice from Mercedes that they are not changing that roots. But same goes for the Porsche. You know, the Porsche, the Carrera 911, it's been
No,
same. It's been same.
yeah.
It's been for ages. It's been the same thing.
Between the Italian manufacturers and, well, actually between all of them, like which one do you think or do you consider most iconic and you would, be willing to spend on it?
Well, in general, German and Italian. Like German and Italian, you can't beat them. Nobody can beat them, because the Italians with the style and the look,
Yeah,
because Italians are design. Italians are design. Italian means design, because they are the top people who can design anything. So imagine when they enter the car business. So they are best at design, best at aerodynamic, and best as engines, because the Ferrari engines, there are many, over the years, there were so many Ferrari engines that stood the test of time. Yesterday, I saw, for example, a guy was posting, he bought a Ferrari F40 a few years ago,
mm-hmm.
uh, maybe 7 years ago for 175 pound. Let's say it's about 200,000 euros, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And now this car worth about 2 million euros.
Ah, però. Not
Exactly.
bad. Not
Exactly.
bad.
So if you
So,
know what to buy, you will make money as well.
of course. So you will go for design with the Italian manufacturer and for an engine to the German manufacturer?
Engine reliability, yes,
Yes.
with German manufacturer
Rather than Italian.
rather than Italian.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Some Ferraris, especially the classic one, it can give you hard time. Yeah.
Okay.
But for me, it's worth the hard time is very much worth it because you know the return you get from the style, the look, and the feel of driving a Ferrari. If it's a classic or modern, it's unmatched. Like it's unmatched. It really gives a different feeling.
Okay.
You can't get that feeling in any German car, by the way. But the performance, the reliability, uh, it won't give you like much of a hard time. Yes, it's the
Yeah.
German cars; they're more reliable. Except the Porsche, not it's completely reliable, but Porsche gives you that also very particular feel. You know, the Porsche it drives like you're not driving a car, like you're driving one piece. It's like one piece. It's like
With
it was
you.
a bulk. No, the Porsche when you drive it, it's like you feel it was a bulk. It's not put together. Like it was one piece and they put a seat on it. Like because it drives as really one piece. You can go into any strong corner in it and you will not think of it.
That's amazing. Do you think
Yeah.
we can, how you say, um, go deeper into it? Maybe with the next, hopefully, few times and not only one time. Like maybe we consider to talk about one manufacturer very much, going over like all the
Yeah.
models and
I, I
style,
think I, I think that will be good. Yeah, because cars
right?
are such a wide, such a long and big and
Exactly.
wide aspect to talk about.
I
Takes a long
wanted
time.
to do this introduction. I told you that 30 minutes is like flash mob, and it's already went by. But
Are we at
before
20 minutes?
30 minutes, it's passed by already. It's like
Oh my God.
26 minutes, and I have 4 minutes to give you another question before closing. So that's why I'm
The
saying
last
like,
one I want to show you, just to say, I'm not, everybody knows that I'm not a fan of electric cars because they lack the feel and the soul of what we love in cars. But
yeah,
I
it
want
kind
to
of lose
say,
the
except the Spectra.
spectra.
The Spectra, this is
Look at
a Rolls Royce,
the
a,
interiors.
a fully electric Rolls Royce.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's
Badass.
so pretty that I wish there is a 12-cylinder engine there instead of the electric one. But
Well, but
it's so pretty.
it is
Oh,
pretty. I mean, I
we
will go
forgot the
even with
British,
hybrid.
by the way. We forget the British because this is a British car. So the British
Which,
are not bad, by the way. That's a McLaren.
the
Forget
McLaren that
it.
yeah, you told me yesterday there was a mix of it,
Yeah.
right? McLaren and,
No, that's the McLaren SLR. It was done with
ah,
the McLaren
it's another
SLR. It
one.
was done McLaren and Mercedes
Okay.
jointly.
Okay. I love it, but I do love more the Rolls Royce, even if it's electric. The colors are just super
Yeah,
niche.
yeah. This
So
one, the electric, the colors are amazing. Yes.
it's amazing. So just for a last question before closing,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I always say that yes, the cars complement our styles and etc. But what for you? And it's a question that I ask to every one of my guests.
Hmm.
What for you makes a gentleman
Behavior
behavior?
completely. Like if it's in one word, it's behavior. Before
Eh,
the look, attitude, behavior, education is a very important for a gentleman, because education will build your inner mind and inner
mm-hmm.
thoughts, and then it comes the outside, and the outside before the fashion or the dress, I would say the health, the body side.
Yeah.
Then you go more to the outside, which is
The
lovely,
exterior.
lovely Italian suit, and then
Yes.
you go on.
And do you which car has a more elegant vibe? Which one would you pick?
More elegant vibe. I would pick the Porsche Chauffeur, then
Okay.
Aston Martin.
Oh.
Austin has a very elegant vibe, yes.
Okay.
And then I would go with the gentleman's Ferraris, which are the 12 cylinder, which are the front engine Ferraris, like the F12,
Mm-hmm.
like
Okay.
like the Roma, like the Portofino. These are nice gentleman's performance cars. And then if you go more, you can go with like a gentleman car, like a Bentley is a very gentleman car. It's
Okay.
the Bentley GT, like this is one of the examples, but
I
not in this color.
I thought you were saying something else, but that's good to know.
No, the
Because you have a
Porsche and the Austin are the most, like the Austin Martin is one of the most gentleman cars. It started since the James Bond start using in Goldfinger,
true, yeah.
the DB5.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
become very iconic.
It became iconic, but and the most iconic for you?
I would say Porsche and Ferrari.
But you do have a model, a,
As a
like
Ferrari,
of the Porsche and the Ferrari that you love most.
the Porsche I love most is the Targa 964. It's from the
Okay.
89 to or 88 to until 92. That's a
Okay.
bit classic, but that's one of my really favorite ones. Loved it, yes. And from the Ferrari, just quick one. I know I have a 488, but I prefer the 599 because it's a more front engine, 12 cylinder,
Okay.
and the 812 super fast. It's also that's good.
Yeah,
The
we
outside,
didn't hear so
let's
much.
show
Yeah, we
you.
didn't hear so much about the last one because of the engine.
Yeah,
But we're gonna. You promised me we're gonna go over all over again next time with vintage cars, and then we're gonna, like kind of describe each manufacturer in his own way with the
we
next
need to
few
give them
ones.
time. Yeah, each manufacturer needs so much more
Faris, this
time to
has to
speak
be the
about
first
them.
one of many.
Hopefully,
Hopefully, for
we will,
sure.
for sure.
Were you expecting 30 minutes to pass this
I
fast?
didn't expect to. I told you I thought we'll finish like in 15 minutes. I
I know
didn't
it
expect
looks
I'll be talking that much.
it's just so little time. That's why, and there is so much to tell about this topic. That is why I hope it's gonna be the first one of many. But in the meantime, I wish you a great day, and we thank you for your availability today. And people are going to find our live in full version on YouTube channel, and we're gonna send all the links in bio.
Thank you
Dun,
so
dun.
much. And now I will.
But is everyone is hearing you? Do
Okay. So
you wanna show us which car you came by with? Oh, this is the nice Porsche you have, 911,
this is the now we are going with this now.
which I do consider it a very
Yeah, that's
elegant car because of
because
the color,
that's a 2020. That's a new
a
one.
recent one. Look
But the
at
one
those
I said I love is
brownish,
the 964 from the 1990. Yeah.
but this one is still very, very nice. The brownish finishes.
Yeah, brown interior and brown top and I don't know, like a green to gray exterior.
It's beautiful. Do you want to say goodbye with a nice goodbye from the engine, or you want to say goodbye as a human being saying bye?
No, next time we will do an engine sound check. Now we want to say to everybody, like really Thanks for your time. Thanks
Yes,
for the talk. Thanks for listening to us.
yes,
And
exactly. Thanks to all of you who's
hopefully to do many of that in the future.
and someone is asking me if we see the comment section. Yes, we do see it. And from next time, we're gonna answer questions if you have any about any cars or any
Definitely,
curiosity.
definitely. We can answer as much as we can, and
Exactly.
it will be
So
a pleasure,
thank you.
definitely. Thank you so much. Take care. Thank you.
Kisses.
Bye bye.
Thanks to you
Thank you
all.
so much.
Bye.
Thanks a
Bye,
lot. Bye
Faris.
bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Ciao.